Good morning, everyone. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening. Canning recipes, a little bit of everything. I know that I was going to plant, and I told you guys I was going to plant next Thursday and Friday, the 19th and 20th of March. But as you can see, we've got rain overhead. It's supposed to rain all next week, so I'm going to get a jump on the planting. And I can't emphasize to you guys anymore how important it is for you to start a garden this year and for you to start growing your own food. So I'm going to get in here. I'm going to plant some green beans. I've got some peppers and I've got some tomatoes that I'm going to put in the raised beds. So let's get started. It's going to be a busy day today, and we want to take advantage right now of being able to get in here and work this soil before we get the deluge of rain next week, and make sure our stuff's in the ground and that we're ready. Let's get started. Here's one of the raised beds. My husband built them. They are 10 feet long by 5 feet wide and 20 inches deep. And you can see this soil is really, really good soil. It'll hold the moisture. It'll help my vegetables to grow. And I think I'm going to do my tomatoes and peppers. Let's go check out the other one. Here's the other one. It's on the west side of the property, and it's right next to the one where I have all my spinach. Let's walk over here and take a look at my spinach. Spinach is doing really, really great. There's a couple of carrots coming up from the seeds that were in there from last year. But my broccoli and my broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and my cabbage froze. A couple of weeks ago it got down to 23 degrees, and boy did it zap them. But the spinach survived just fine, so I will need to utilize this part of the bed, and trust me, I'll be able to do it just fine, and I'll fill it up. So here's the main bed, folks. It's looking pretty good. We were able to get it tilled 3 times. You may recall it was full of clover, which might not have been so bad. It might have kept some of the soil from eroding. Anyway, so it's looking pretty good. I am really hoping and praying that the weathermen are wrong, like they usually are, for the rain on next week, because it's really going to hinder me planting. So again, I may get in here tonight and put some things in the ground. But let's check it out. You can see it's pretty. It's still pretty wet, actually. Those clods of dirt that you see are full of moisture. So it's taken some time to dry out from all the rain that we've had recently. So here's this big old pile of dirt, and you can see those raised beds really knocked off probably about half of it. And the rest of it we're going to use in the main garden to modify it. Luckily this year my husband had the tractor, and he was able to fill the raised beds much quicker than we did that other one a couple of years ago with wheelbarrows. So it helped tremendously, and I think I'm going to have him dump this dirt in my main garden over there and get ready for my squash mounds and my green bean rows. You can see I went ahead and pulled one row up. This is going to be my green beans. I'm going to try to do 3 rows, but you want to pull them up. Let me see if I can get in here and show you about how high they are. It's probably about 6 to 8 inches high, because we do get lots of rain, and I don't want the mound to be beat down. Again, this year we are planting the Blue Lake bush beans. We choose those here because they stay low to the ground, and when it heats up, they tend to do better than the trellis beans, which will burn up. So let's get started. So all I'm going to do here is every couple of inches is I'm going to drop 2 beans in each hole. Whoops, I got 3. That's okay, we'll cover it up. You just put it in there, cover it up, pat it down, move on to the next. These should germinate probably in the next 2 weeks. So there's a couple of ways you can do your bush beans. You can plant them all now, which I may do, I'm not sure yet. Or you can do them in 2-week intervals, so that gives you a continued harvest. But the reason why I'm thinking about planting everything now is because with the weather, I'm just not sure how long it's going to be before I'm able to get in here. So I'm going to go on down the road. Okay, we got some peppers and tomatoes in this first raised bed. And let me show you over here in the main garden. We built our rows up, put green beans, and we put some beets in there. And then, as you know from my last video, we went ahead and got squash and zucchini in. In this raised bed, we got our mortgage lifters, and we got some stripey tomatoes in there. These are all indeterminate. These are going to be very large tomatoes. They grow 1 to 3 pounds each, and you may recall from a video last year, those mortgage lifters do fantastic out here, and they are gorgeous, and they are meaty, and they are really, really good eating when it comes to tomatoes. They're very good also for fried green tomatoes because they stay together because they're so meaty. Spinach is coming up good. It's looking like we're going to have a good harvest of it. I wished I would have done the whole bed in it since everything else froze, but we got some good spinach coming in. Okay, I've gotten everything I can get done today, guys. A cold front came in, and now it's starting to rain and drizzle, so I finished up in the nick of time. Again, I can't emphasize to you the importance of going ahead and getting your garden going and growing your own food, especially this year. We're so excited, especially right now, because I got a lot of it in the ground. I'm going to have to finish up some next weekend, but I feel like I'm ahead of the game, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. We are praying for all of you, and if you like this video, we ask that you click that like button, and if you want to know what's going on here in the next couple of months, you want to click the subscribe button, because we got some exciting lots of good information coming up. Take care, God bless, and have a wonderful weekend.